Hi guys, I'm going to call these small tutorials only knots. They're here if you have problems with picture tutorials, which many people do have. I will be only showing the knots, not the beginning or the ending of a bracelet. There are many tutorials that explain these. I will be making more of these, so if you're happy, please hit like. Thank you. Okay, this knot is called Wolf Spirit, and it's by Gary Yelland, which is also known as Tech Blade. You can follow him on Instagram. Okay, let's start. Okay, the Wolf Spirit actually has only a 2-strand core. It's got a 2-strand for weaves, and it's got 4 strands for accent. It's actually held by the core in my case, which I've said before. It's up to you what you want to do, but you basically have 4 accent strands and 2 core strands. All right, now we're going to do what I normally do. The space between accent cord 1 and 2, we're going to call A. So in through here is A. Between the accent cord and the core strand, the first one, we're going to call this 1. On this other side, between the core strand and the accent strand, we're going to call 2. Now, between both accent strands, we're going to call B. All right, so let's start. Okay, so we're going to grab our first strand. We're going to go over the core. Now, this cobra knot is only going to be done within the core. That's in between these 2 strings only. All right, so we throw it over the core. We go over the first strand, and we go underneath the core. Pull, and then we tighten. Okay, now we have our first cobra knot. All right, now we're going to go over both the accent cords, underneath and out number 1. So we're going to go over, under, and out. Now, this is for the first one. We're going to pull the accent cords and we're going to go in between A, in front of our loop. So here's our loop. We're going to go in front. We're going to start pulling. Okay. Start tightening up. Okay, and we tighten. Now that's our first knot of the Wolf Spirit. Now, we're going to go up through number 1, and we're going to do another cobra knot. So we go over the core, and remember, we're only going to go do the cobra knots through the core. Grab this other cord, we go over, under the core again, pull it out, and your other knot. All right, now here we go again. We're going to go with this cord over these accent cords, come out through number 2, and then go in between B. So here we go. Over, under, up and out. And once again, we're going to pull the accent cords. This is normally just with the first few knots that we're going to do. Okay, pull it through. Want it tight. Okay, and there's our second knot. Once again, we're going to grab this cord And we're going to go up number 2, and we're going to do our cobra knot again. And remember, only through the core. We go over, under the core, and out through the other side, and pull. Okay, let's cinch it a little bit here. All right, once again, take this as a reference. I always use this with cobra knots. And this notch is where we're going to start. So once again, we're going to go over the accent cords. We're going to come up through number 1. And we're going to go down A, which is in between the accent cords. Now, I'm sure Gary has his own method, but this was the only one I could figure out. And it works fine. So we tighten up and we pull. Okay, there's our second knot. Once again, here's our notch. We're going to start with that one. We're going to go up through 1 to do our cobra knot. We're going to go over again. And remember, it's only underneath the core. So we go through these 2 strands here. And we pull it through. Tighten up a little bit. Let's do a couple more. All right, notch over here. Now we're going to go through B once we loop around. So we're going to go up through the second strand of accent cords. We're going to go over, under, and up. And we're going to go through B, which is in between these accent cords. Okay, let's loosen that up. Sorry about that. Okay, we're going to tighten it up. And we're going to pull. All right. Once again, starting point, the notch. We're going to go up through 2 and do our cobra knot again. Only with the core. We're going to go over the other strand, through number 1, underneath the core, out number 2, and here's our cobra knot again. Tighten. Now we're going to go again. Over our first set of accent cords, out through 1, and in through A, which is in between these accent cords here. So we're going to pull. Okay, and we tighten. Let's do one more, and this will give you the general idea of how to do your Wolf Spirit knots. One more time. Notch, and I'm going to do this very slow. We're going to come up through 1. Going to go over. Grab the second cord. Go over the first one. And remember, we're going only through the core. So we're going to go underneath the core only. And we'll pull. And for our final, we're going to go over the second strand of accents. We're going to go come up 2. We're going to come up through 2. And we're going to go down B. So I seem to get it tighter with this method. tighten, and we follow through. That's it, guys. Thanks a lot.